Hi guys, welcome back to SSA Athletics, and in today's video we're reacting to two performances, one by Lyles in Paris and the other one by Svaboda in the Czech Republic. Okay guys, let's watch the very first race. The very first race we're going to look at is Lyles, and he's competing against compatriot Trevor Bromnell. Now this is part of the World Indoor Tour of 2023. Now this is heavily copyrighted, so you're going to see a lot more of me than probably what you are of the race.
It'd be an absolute corker, shouldn't it?
Absolutely, it should be a fantastic corker. We have the two fastest athletes over the 60-metre distance competing against one another. So instantly what I noticed is that all the guys are going up quick. The guy in looks like lane 6 has gone up far later than the rest. Now when you're in the set position, it doesn't matter whether you're the first one up or not, because the starter has to wait roughly around about 2.7 seconds once everyone is still and ready. If you're deliberately taking far longer, twitching the blocks, the starter may call you guys all to rise and then probably give you a warning, give you a little bit of note stating that you are effectively disrupting the other athlete. This is a yellow card. Okay, they're off.
Bromnell got a better start than Lyles, that's for
sure. Bromnell got a fantastic start leading off of that. He's driving out over that first 30 metres. In a 60-metre race, it's important that you get out fast. And I mean fast, you'll get running. You haven't got the full 100 metres to play with.
Kemp got away well as well, but as we see Lyles start to come through.
So ones I've noticed, Lyles and Trevor Bromnell both come up roughly the same time, though winding it back. Yeah, so both roughly come up the same time. Trevor Bromnell's a little bit higher than Lyles. Lyles has taken him a little bit longer. But that little bit longer means he's able to get a little bit more acceleration compared to Trevor Bromnell, who are roughly the same athletes. Now, when it comes to sprinting itself, some athletes will come up a lot quicker compared to some other athletes. For instance, if you build up a lot of acceleration quickly, you're able to then rise up into the maximal running phase. If you don't, and you come up too quickly, effectively then what happens is that you haven't accelerated up to maximal speed, so your overall speed over the distance is going to be slower. If you're carrying on accelerating and not necessarily entering a maximum phase, you can't exactly extend those legs out and therefore run at your fastest. So basically, there's a set point for both. That's going to be individual to most people. But roughly around about 30 metres for most is when people will be picked up fully.
But as we see Lyles start to come 400ths of a second off it, and once again, Lyles backs it up with the numbers.
Oh, that was some finish at the end there. So it looks like Trevor Bromnell was leading that race. However, I know that Lyles won this because it's stating on the actual title. So Lyles must have beat him to the dip to the line.
Lyles backs it up with the numbers.
400 seconds faster, so yeah. So what happens here? Lyles has led lock sooner, and that split second was the reason why he was able to beat Trevor Bromnell.
But as we see Lyles start to come 400ths of a second off it, and once again Lyles backs it up with the numbers.
Let's look at this photo finish. Here we go on the site. Yeah. So basically, slightly ahead, comes in from the angle we were looking at previously. It looks like Trevor Bromnell's ahead, but he's not. Lyles comes in and is able to dip a little bit further, a little bit sooner than Trevor Bromnell, and as a result he's able to beat him on the dip of the line. They always measure from your chest, not your foot. I don't really care where your foot's going. They measure from the chest first. So if you get your chest first over the line, then you're more likely to win.
400ths of a second off it, and once again Lyles backs it up with the numbers.
So I'll give you an explanation why they have crash pads at the end of the 60 metres. That probably doesn't need any explanation, but the speed that these boys are going at, and girls, they have to have a crash pad at the end to effectively slow them down. There isn't enough room not to. Just a brief one, guys. If you could hit subscribe on that now glowing button down below, that really helps this channel out a lot. Okay, let's get back on with the video. So guys, we're now going to talk about the 60-metre final. So this is Svboda in Poland, in Turan.
Ever
Here we go with the
Svaboda
grandiose
set a lifetime best
entrances.
on this track, 6:99, when winning the Polish Championships a couple of years ago.
Really playing up to the crowd here, trying to get some energy going. So leading into this, she didn't exactly have the best starts in the world. She was left behind from the start, she came up far too early, and as a result, Dosu on her inside almost beat her. Luckily enough for her, she was able to maintain the victory in the semis. When you are sprinting, you don't really want a lot of background noise. Any jarring noise could sound potentially like the gun, bang, off you go. So ideally for the start of the sprint, you want dead silence. And then once the gun goes, you want everyone to go crazy because you want to have that noise. You may want to have that noise to help push you along, to cheer you on. You can put extra effort in when you get that kind of encouragement to do so.
Pretty even start. Svaboda challenged by Dosu. Poor start from Forbes. Svaboda just holding off Dosu and gets the win.
So Dosu on her inside was late to rise up. That can potentially affect, but not necessarily. You have to focus upon your own race, not the person on the inside.
Her fourth time this year in 4 races in the low 7 seconds.
So Svaboda came up far too early there. There's a line going across the track reaching around about 10 or 20 metres. She's almost up by that point. And I have mentioned previously about some athletes coming up earlier than others. But she's almost completely bolt upright around about 10 metres, so you're not going to maximise that acceleration phase, which means it's going to be harder to sprint your fastest time. So how she got a world lead from this, I don't know. So here we go, Dosu's really trying to push her on, but Svaboda's now trying to kick in. She's realised it's a mistake and she's trying to work it harder. So here we are, they're pushing each other, but at this point Svaboda's in the lead.
Her fourth time this year in 4 races in the low 7 seconds. Pretty even start. Svaboda challenged by Dosu. Poor start from Forbes. Svaboda just holding off Dosu and gets the win.
Fantastic use of her arms. So Svaboda is the best way to describe her. She's like a pocket battleship in the fact that she's built like a tank. So she's perfect for this kind of event. Short, well not necessarily short, but very stocky, lots of power, great for starts. With 60 metres shorter, those who are better starters often are the winners.
She had to win really, the public expected on her favourite track, and she delivered.
Yep, she realises how weird that race was, but she's going to look at the clock. And there comes the smile. She knows she got it.
Eva Svaboda continues to...
Wasn't the world's best executed race ever, but what it certainly was quick. So Eva Svaboda is what we like to call a 60 metre indoor specialist. She specialises over these shorter distances and is probably one of the world's best at it. But really hasn't, in recent years, translated that to the outside, to the outdoor season. And the outdoors is what most people take, not for granted, but consider more relevant than the indoors. Get the ultimate hugs and everything done. And a giant toast as a mascot. Interesting.